Take it out, chick, bend over, let me see it, let me see it, bend over, let me see it, take it out, chick, bend over, let me. What's good, YouTube? It's your girl Lizzie coming at you with another video, letting you know that if no one told you today, Lizzie loves you. But anyway, so I'm here having my morning tea, my yogi green tea kombucha. I hope I'm saying it right because I will butcher the hell out of something. But yep, I'm having it in my I don't need Google, my husband knows everything mug. Sips of that. Let me get a thumbs up because I know it's one lady that can give me a thumbs up that can relate to having one of those know-it-all husbands. But anyway, so yeah, I thought I'd just come to you with like just a chit chat, quick chat, chit chat. Okay, so anyway, why am I on a weight loss journey? That's I get that question a lot on Instagram because I post a lot like with the healthy foods I eat. Right now I'm on an all liquid diet, and I do that probably maybe twice a week, 2 days out the week. I do that just as like a cleanse. But the main reason why I'm on a weight loss journey is because at my heaviest, okay, mind you, I'm 5 foot. So at my heaviest weight, I weighed 235 pounds. That was just crazy. You gotta ignore that in the background. It's my son watching Chipmunks. But yeah, so at my heaviest weight, I was 235 pounds. In August of 2017, I had the health scare of my life, okay? I did a story time on my vlog channel, but I'm just gonna, put it on here for you guys. Yeah, August of 2017. I've been going through, mind you, I've been going through these stomach issues and something called diverticulitis. I've been going through this since 2011. And it would be fine. Like 2011 was my first time finding out that I had it. I was told how to manage and that I need to eat a high fiber diet. So it was like a point in time where I was good for like maybe a good year, maybe 2 years where I didn't have another episode. But August of 2017 was the worst episode. My husband and I, we had just came back from the beach from celebrating my birthday. And I ate like crap. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I ate trash. I ate steaks, and I had big steaks too, but I ate steak, raw oysters, clams, I was just eating any and everything. But when we came home, I wasn't, the day that we came home, I was doing pretty good. The day after that, I was feeling at my worst. Like I couldn't move. I couldn't eat anything. Nothing would stay down. So I picked my husband up from work that night. And when I picked him up from work, he was just like, yeah, did you eat? Did you cook the kids dinner? And I told him, no, I really didn't cook the kids dinner because I'm so nauseous. So it seemed like once we got home, it was just like everything came up. And like, I was just like, I was sick all night. Like everything was just coming up. It just kept coming up. It got to the point where nothing was coming up but stomach acid. And like, I was so raw that my whole body was aching. So I went to the hospital. They pretty much said I had diverticulitis again. Gave me antibiotics. I was there for like maybe 2-3 days. And I came back home. But when I came back home, they didn't send me home with pain medicine. So the pain was just unbearable. And while I was home, I still wasn't eating anything solid. Like I would just like eat chicken noodle soup. But I wouldn't even eat a lot of the noodles. I was just like drinking the broth mainly. It's my child. He scares me. But I was drinking the broth mainly. So I really just wanted to be home for my kids' first day of school. So I think I took them to school that morning. I took them for their first day of school. After I took them to school, I wasn't feeling better. So I think after the end of the week, I told my husband I can't deal with this anymore. He took me back to the hospital. The same surgeon that saw me the first time I was there saw me again, and he was just like, okay, you know what, this abscess that you had when you came in, it's not shrinking, it's actually getting bigger. So they put these 2 drains inside of me, because one abscess was by my bladder and the other one was on not far away from it, I'll say, because I don't know exactly where, I'm not the doctor. But yeah, so they had the drains inside of me, and that hospital stay was for about 9 days. So when I went home, they did take one of the drains off, but I still went home with a drain, which was like the most disgusting thing. It was like to drain the abscess. It was like the most disgusting thing in the world. But when I got home, I was just like on pain medication. Like all I was able to do was sleep. I just slept because I was in so much pain. I still couldn't eat anything. I just felt terrible, and I looked terrible. So mind you, when I first went to the hospital, I was 235 pounds. 4 days after I was discharged, they sent me to one of their doctors at that hospital for a follow-up. And then I still had a follow-up the following week, probably like a week or 2 later, with the surgeon that saw me. So when I went to that doctor, I had my follow-up. I went from 235 pounds to 179 pounds / 180. And even she said, you look pretty bad. And I told her, I'm in pain. I'm uncomfortable because of this drain. Like, the drain was like on my left side, and I have like the ugliest mark from it still. But the drain was like right here on the left side of my stomach. And like I told her, I'm like, I can't sleep because I can't lay on my stomach because I have this thing right here. I can't lay on my left side because I got this long tube in a bag. So I couldn't sleep. It was painful. She wrote me another prescription for more pain medicine, because that's pretty much all they could do. So a couple of weeks later, I went to see the surgeon, because he was just like, well, no, not a couple of weeks later. The next day after I saw that doctor, I was back in the hospital because the drain that I had, it just like leaked. It was like fluid everywhere that had just leaked, and it was leaking. And I'm like, I was in pain from that. I had a fever and everything. So my husband had to leave work, get on, because he catches the commuter train. So he had to leave work, catch the train all the way back to Baltimore to take me to the hospital again. So what they did was, I was only there for like, when was it? I got there it was like Thursday night. Thursday night, pretty much they just gave me medicine to go to sleep. So I slept. The next day they took me to CT, and they fixed the drain. They gave me actually a bigger, because I guess the tube was too small. So they gave me a drain with a bigger tube to go inside. And that was on a Friday morning. I was out of it that entire day. Like, I had people visiting me. I was out of it that whole day. And what made me feel so bad was this was like the day after my daughter's 7th birthday. So that really, I don't want to be emotional now, because like thinking about it, but it was just like that. I really feel like I cheated her out of a good birthday because I was sick. Like, I couldn't even go downstairs, and like I couldn't throw her a birthday party because, again, I was sick. I was just so embarrassed and everything. Like, I just wasn't up to it. And she is so understanding. Like, my daughter, she's so understanding. I love her to death. She was just like, it's okay, Mommy. You don't have to throw me a party. I just want you to be home with me. Like, I couldn't even get out of bed. So what my husband did was he brought the birthday cake upstairs in the bed. And my daughter, my sons, and my husband, my uncle, they just like, we sang happy birthday to her in my bed. But yep, the very next day was the day after her birthday when I had to go back to the hospital. They fixed that drainage, everything. It was good to go. Went home, barely eating as normal. So I finally went to see the surgeon. Went to the surgeon's office to see him, and I got on a scale. Guess how much I weighed? I weighed 165 pounds. So I went from 235 to 165 pounds. I was so weak. Like, I looked horrible. Like, I looked like death. So I was so weak, but thankfully that the surgeon that I saw him. Like, it's a reason why I moved out here and had to go to that hospital, because out of all of the doctors I seen, he's like the only one that actually said, you need to get surgery, like, because it's colon resection surgery. He was the only doctor that said, look, you need to get this surgery. If you don't get this surgery, you're going to keep going through this, and you're going to go through it for a while. So he told me he was not going to take the drain out, and he scheduled my surgery. So my surgery was scheduled for October 24th, 2017. When I went in for surgery, I weighed 150 pounds. So I lost that much weight. But thankfully, I got it. Everything went fine. Surgery went good. I wasn't in that much pain, but I looked, because I heard stories of when you have to get a ostomy bag or something. They have to make a stoma, and you get the bag, and your poo goes in the bag. So like, that was like the first thing I did. Like, once I got out of surgery and woke up, I'm looking like, I was like, it's nothing. So he took that drain out, and I did not have a bag. The only drain I had is the JP drain, which kind of takes the blood out after you have surgery. Like, everybody goes through that. Everybody gets one of those, so I've been told. But yeah, I had the JP drain, that tube, and then I had the Foley, the tube for the Foley. So that's what I had. But yeah, so after that, like I said, I was 150 something pounds at that point. Once I got my surgery, what I've been doing and what I've been trying to keep up with was to stay on like a vegan diet, everything plant-based. And that's what I try to do now. I try to stick to that and be plant-based. Like, now I have my moments where I, like, I want some crab. I want some crab legs, or I want some shrimp. So since then, like I said, it was 155 after that, and now I'm at 195. So I gained 30 pounds back because, sister got her appetite back, and it's like some vegan foods that be good. Them vegan foods could be so good, but it's so bad. Like, they're actually fat vegans. It's actually a channel on YouTube that I've been watching, and she call herself the Fat Vegan. Hey, more power to you. But yeah, so I'm at 195 now. And now what I do is I put myself on a liquid diet. I'm really disciplining myself a lot more when it comes to like what I eat and how much I eat. Vegetables. If I do have a slip, it's not like pork chop, chicken wings. It's none of that. It's like seafood. Like, that's my weakness, which is seafood. But again, I'm limiting myself to that. Like I said, in the morning I drink tea. 2 days out the week I do all liquids, which is like my tea. I drink water, like regular water. My favorite is pineapple water, so I do pineapple water because I do want to, realistically speaking, I do want to get back down to like at least 150 or 145, just because I got cha-chas. So, but yeah, I do want to get back down to 150, 145, and I know that it's possible. So it's going to take me some time, but I'll get there. But all I know is I'm so happy. I have not had any issues with my stomach since then. I'm good. I'm healthy. My kids are healthy. My kids are healthy. My kids are normal. And yeah. So if anybody asks why am I on this weight loss journey, it's because I do not want to be in pain anymore, and I want to be healthy for my children. And that's that. I mean, I slip sometimes, but I'm getting back to it. Like I said, I'm getting back to it. It's a slow process. I may not have 6-pack abs or anything, but guess what? I'm gonna look good if I'm not. We were rudely interrupted. If you don't see it on the outside, it doesn't matter if anyone can see it on the outside. As long as I'm able to feel it on the inside, that's the most important thing. So, talk to you later. Bye.